welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you two of the puppetmaster figures. We've got Tunneler and we've also got Pinhead. Really good box this. I like the way they've done the box. They've done the box like off the puppetmaster film. So obviously it's the box he opens up and he's got all his puppets in the film. You see all the images and stuff what's on the back of it, and you can see all the characters at the bottom of there. I do have them all, but we'll just review these two first. So yeah, these are made by NECA. They're smaller than your average size NECA figures, but we'll get them out the packet. If you open it up first, you can see there how it looks. So literally, let's bring it closer. Yeah, the box art on it is really good. Literally, you don't even have to set these figures out and put them on display. You can put them on display on your shelf just like that. I think that's why they did the box like they did. Yeah, they look really good in the box. But we'll take them out of the box. We'll get some good close-up shots of it, and yeah, so let's get into it. So we'll start with Pinhead first. So as you can see, he's a very small character. He doesn't stand brilliantly because of his feet being so small, but you can see that the detail they've put in the head is really good. Again, this head is super tiny, as you can see there. Look, he does turn his head side to side, which is good. He doesn't look up and down though because of this part of his jumper sort of spoiling it, his polar neck jumper. But you can see the detail. They put the weathering in and stuff in his jumper. Done a black wash by the looks of it. He's got a double bend in his arms, which are good. It's good to have a double bend in the arms. You can bring the arms right up. Same for this one. So also can bring his arms right up. Moves really nicely, this one. I've noticed, you don't have any problems. Can't move his arm right round though, but apart from that, the movement in his arms are really good. You don't need to move his arms right round anyway, so you're alright there. His legs move okay, his knee bends fine, and his foot, it sort of moves side to side, but there's a tiny bit of a movement side to side, but not a lot. And they don't move up and down much either. Again, his feet are super tiny, so standing this up it can be very difficult. I mean, you don't even get anything to stand it in, so you can't even use a NECA stand to stand it up. So for some reason they've put left and right. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. They put getting it focus. Put an L and they've put an R on the other side, the left and right. I don't know why I've done that. Oh, yeah, you can see a bit of his body up there from his jumper. His jumper is supposed to be like that in the film though, sort of looks like a bit like a belly top, and it shouldn't be. He's got a movement in his waist as well though, so it moves up and down, it crunches alright. And that's the back of him. Again, weathering's good. Jumper looks really good, the way they've done it with the stripes and stuff. Looks really good. You got the grabbing hands, what he's got at the moment. You do get another pair of hands with him. You don't get another head with it, so this head probably would pop off, but I won't recommend trying to take it off because there's no reason to take it off because you don't get another head with it anyway. But again, let's take a closer look up at the head. It's good that they've put a lot of detail in it because it is such a small piece to put all that detail in. Again, it's standing it up is very difficult. Literally, you've got to bend him forward a bit for him to stand, but when he's standing, he looks okay. but then he might fall over. So you might have to, when you stand him on your shelf, if you take him out the package, you might have to sort of like lean him against something. But yeah, we'll have a look at the accessories he comes with. So these are the other two hands what he comes with. So I think he's more well known in the movie with having the closed fists, because he I think he takes a lot of people out by punching them. So yeah. Also you get I think it's like a fire poker you get with it. Paint wise looks okay. And that's the other end. The other end, that's really good, the way they've done the detail in there. The paintwork's okay. It's a soft plastic, but you could easily just snap it. So you need to go a bit careful with that piece. This piece is a hard plastic. Again, done a bit of some like I don't know, I thought that was muck, but I think it's just a bit of weathering they've put on it. But again, this is, and they've done it there as well, so it must be like supposed to be rust, which is quite good actually, because I didn't notice that before. So yeah, you can see a bit of a shine as well. So they've put some good detail in that, in the paintwork, if it's shining, and the rust marks and stuff. This is just supposed to be I think it's adjustable spanner in it. Yeah, but he can hold this in his hand as well. We'll put this in his hand now so you can see him grabbing it or holding it. So yeah, he has no problem holding that. Again, it's just most difficult thing is in standing up. But yeah, he can hold it okay. Looks good with it. Put his leg straight. You can hold it like that. So you could have it like that on your shelf, on display. Oh look, he's standing. So yeah, it looks good. We'll change his hands. We'll put the fish hands in. So basically, I think this piece comes off when you take these hands off. Yeah. Oh no, yeah it does. So these end bits of his jumper come off. So when you take his hands off, just don't panic if this bit comes off, because it's supposed to come off. So obviously you don't want to be losing it, because it's going to look a bit odd when it's not on there. So literally just put it back, and that pops in. That pops in really easy. Again, that'll come off. That'll come off again as well. Also, so just keep hold of it when you're popping the other hand on. Yep, that's on. Again, nice and easy. Went on really easy. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just go on so easy, which is good. So yeah, he usually has these. Usually doing his boxing when he's taking somebody out. But yeah, so literally you can have him like that. So it look like he's just won a race. Or he just finished boxing and he's shouting, "Oh Adrian, Adrian!" But yeah, it looks good. It's a good little figure. I do like these. As soon as they came out, I had to get them because they just look so good. With them being so small, it's really unusual. So we'll get the other one out. We'll get Tunneler, I think it's called, out. So bear with me. Tunneler. So as you can see, he's just as small as Pinhead. So they all sort of pretty much the same size. So when they're all stood together on the shelf, they look all good together. So they don't look odd. This spins his little drill part. His head move right round. You can tilt it up side to side, up and down okay. This one, he's got a, I don't know if it's just a single, yeah, he's just got a single bend in his elbow. His hand does swivel all the way around. His arms do come out. Got a bend in his knee. And his legs don't really move much, his feet I mean. So there's a bit of a movement in them. And again, he moves in his hips. So it's pretty much the same movement, apart from I just don't have the double bend in the elbow. But we'll have a look at the head sculpt. The head sculpt's good on it again, for the size that it is. With this one, he also gets another head with it. Also get another hand as well. So you get another sort of gripping hand by the looks of it. Don't know why, because he's already got 2 gripping hands. I think that one's a bit more relaxed. I'm not too sure, but yeah. See that they've done some good detail anyway, and the paintwork and stuff. Adding the little details on his. Done a little like medal on there. If I can get it in focus. Yeah, his costume looks good. What he wears in the film. He's supposed to be some sort of soldier, I think, in the film, but I don't even think they actually say what soldier he is. There's a lot of puppet master films out there, so I can't exactly tell you the whole history of it. I've only watched one, and that was the first one. This is a bit loose. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that because it spins, but it just pops back down. But yeah, I've only seen the first one. I've never gone out and looked for the rest of them because there is a lot of them out there. They're all pretty daft, to be fair. I think once you watch one, I think that's it. You don't really need to keep watching the rest of them, because and there's a lot of characters. What they introduce is a lot more characters than just this 4 of them. What shows you on the box, there's a lot more of them. I don't know if NECA are going to bring you more or not. I don't know, but we'll get him standing. His standing again is the same because his feet are so small. Very difficult to stand. Again, they can't help it, obviously, because these are supposed to be small figures. So yeah, if you can get him to stand, he'll stand. But I usually just sort of have something behind him just in case. But here's the other head sculpt. Again, pretty much the same, apart from his eyes are a bit closer. Well, sort of closed his eyes, and he's got some blood on the top of this drill. This drill don't move though. But yeah, pretty much the same head sculpts. Well, it's not the same, is it? I don't know why I'm saying the same, because it's not, is it? Because look, so he's got his eyes open, and that one's sort of got his eyes sort of half closed, so, and he's got blood also on, so yeah. It's good that they give you 2 anyway. They didn't have to, because you didn't get 2 head sculpts with pinhead. So he comes with this juice, this green juice. He can't hold it. His hands are far too small. It comes with on his side of the accessories though, but I'm assuming it's for pinhead to hold, which he does hold it. He holds it in his gripping hand. Also, you get these another hand. I don't understand now, is he? Should have picked him back up again. There we go. Right, where's my brand gone? Lost it. Right, so he comes with this other little hand. Again, you can see the paint's literally come off there, where that peg joint is. That's when you're changing it over. I suppose it can't be helped, but it's a bit crap that's happened. But again, it's very hard to get it focused because it's so tiny. So yeah, you can change one of his hands. He also comes with the machine gun, is it? It's like a machine gun. It's okay, whether in detail, and the paintwork's okay. But he can hold that in his hand okay. You don't really have a problem holding that in his hand. Also, it comes with like an axe thing, whatever you call it. Again, this looks pretty good. This looks good in his hands. I usually display him with this in his hand. You can see the woodwork and stuff they've done on it, the paintwork and stuff. This is hard plastic, so you just need to be careful you don't break it. Again, there with the gun. It's a hard plastic. That's a little bit soft, but not much movement. And he gets a lot of accessories, this one. But he also gets the 2 hooks. Again, I don't think these are for him. I think these are for Pinhead. I'm not too sure. So I don't even know what you would even use these for, even why you would even use these as in holding them as a display, or they're just hooks. I suppose you could get him, try and get some pictures of him sort of like, I don't know, and on the wall like that or something, and him climbing up it. Suppose that would look pretty good if you could do that. I think I might try doing that. Just take some pictures of it doing that or something. Well, yeah, that's about it. That's all the accessories he gets, but he gets a lot more than Pinhead. So we'll bring Pinhead back in now, so you can see. Let's get him standing a bit. Get him stand. You can see they're about the same size. Pinhead's a little bit bigger because it's supposed to be musclier on top, bigger anyway, with a little head. That's the whole point of him called Pinhead. Won't stand. I'll try and get him standing in a minute. We'll put the pickaxe in his hand so you can have a look, see what it looks like with the pickaxe in his hand. So I usually just have it on display like this. So he's holding it like that. Yeah. We'll get him on the rotator base. Rotator base now so you can see. I'm going to move it back on. Oh no! I knew that would happen. Didn't want to stand for long, did they? We'll see if I can get him standing again. Probably not going to while it's moving. No. Oh, and they knocked my sign down. Forget it. So you can see there, they're very difficult to stand. But they are good though, they do look good. You can't go wrong with them. It's just, obviously they just don't stand. You've just literally got to sort of balance them against something. Like that. Balance them up against something, but you can see they look really good. They've put a lot of detail in it for the size they are. We'll bring in Mr. Reliable here, look. I always have him handy somewhere. We'll just stick him there. If he's going to even stand today. Nope, none of them are going to stand, look. This ain't good, is it? This ain't good, is it? Trying to be all professional. How can I be professional if these can't stand for me? Terrible. We'll get there in the end. We will get there in the end, trust me. This channel will look professional one day. It'll look like the bee's knees. There we go. Does anybody even use that saying anymore? The bee's knees. Bit daft really saying, isn't it? Right, so you can see there, look. So that's the size difference. So you can see basically he's just up to his leg. Both of them are. So that's the size difference you would have next to the your other NECA figures if you're standing up next to them. But as I say, what I'll do, I've got the other two as well, and I will do a review on the other two because I don't want to just obviously review these two. I might as well review the other two as well and bring them to the channel and show you. But I've actually built a little diorama for these, and I put them all together in a little diorama, and I'll bring that in on the next time I review the other two, and I'll show you how I display them. Because they don't look right when they're just on the shelf on their own, because I think they're too small. They need some sort of just behind them, I think. So I usually just have a little diorama for them. But yeah, give them a rating out of 10. I would give these difficult one. I'll probably give these a 7 out of 10. For both, I'll give both of them 7 out of 10. There's no point rating them individually because they obviously they're a double pack. You get them both together in the box. So yeah, 7 out of 10. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Bye bye. Oh.